If you've recently gotten out of a narcissistic entanglement, I want you to beware of those that may be naive and or malicious in their intent, and these individuals may want you to rekindle with your abuser. So it is important, especially if you have fresh wounds. So let's say you have been out of the entanglement for a couple of days, couple of weeks, or maybe less than 6 months or so. So again, these are fresh wounds. It is important not to let others gaslight you or to gaslight yourself into getting back with your abuser. So oftentimes, a lot of us have to heal online because you may not have resources in either a counselor, therapist, or a coach near to you that truly understand narcissistic abuse. Because again, narcissistic abuse is a very particular thing. This is a niche subject, right? So oftentimes a lot of people are healing online because again, they don't have those physical resources like a coach or a therapist or a counselor near to them that really understands what it is to go through narcissistic abuse, where somebody's trying to twist your mind and break you at your core. So oftentimes online you will see where people will say that, oh, you're dehumanizing narcissists, and they are people who have been dealt a terrible hand, and they need love and compassion to heal. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear to you that narcissists do not want your love. They believe that kindness is a weakness. And there are many people that have been in these entanglements, and I stay away from calling these relationships because they're not really mutually beneficial relationships. They are entanglements. You were in a abusive relationship, if you want to use the term relationship, right? Pathological narcissists are abusers. They exist in victim-abuser consciousness. Any relationship that you get into with a pathological narcissist will be a victim-abuser type 1, because abusers are who they are. That is how they operate. They rule by force. They're based in shame and they're unable to move past their pride. So understand that on day 0, not halfway into the relationship or at the end, but on day 0, you were being manipulated, because love bombing is one of the many manipulation tactics that pathological narcissists use to get their victims to drop their guard so that they can later abuse them by devaluing them and then discarding them and again hoover them to drag them back into this abuse cycle. So I want to make it abundantly clear to you that you are in an abuse cycle, and healing is absolutely possible. So understand that if you have made it out, if you got the courage to walk away and stay away from your abuser, you are already a winner. Now, there's much more healing to be done, but understand that healing is possible. I've been where you are, lost, confused, and seeking a way out, but understand that it is absolutely possible to heal from narcissistic abuse, and this takes understanding the accurate information and taking action on that information. So if you're ready to rewrite your story, let's connect. Book a one-on-one session if you need someone to talk to. So understand that your transformation begins with that courageous first step, and understand that you have already taken the first step. You got the courage to walk away. So when I talk about victim abuser consciousness, again, when people are based in shame and they are unable to move past their pride, understand that if the pathological narcissist was the abuser, then in this particular scenario, you were the victim. And statistics say that most victims go back to their abusers about 7 times, on average about 7 times before they leave. So again, it could be less, it could be more, but the average that they are saying is about 7 times, because you are in an abuse cycle. It's a lot of ups and downs, and you're trying to fix something, but it is already broken. There's nothing to be fixed. It is not a healthy relationship. It is not a mutually beneficial relationship. Pathological narcissists are incapable of getting into mutually beneficial relationships with others. They are in victim abuser consciousness. So any relationship that you get into with them will be a victim abuser type 1. So this could be an intimate relationship. It's going to be a victim abuser dynamic. You could have a narcissistic friend. You could be dealing with a narcissistic parental figure, a narcissistic boss, a narcissistic coworker, etc. If someone is based in shame, people, and unable to move past their pride at a level of consciousness, this individual is going to abuse you because they don't have love to give. They don't have empathy to give. They don't have compassion to give. They hate you. They don't like you. And you have probably felt this in this intimate relationship, for example. That person truly did not like you, but they need someone to abuse because they're in victim abuser consciousness. So you got the first-hand experience of what it's like to be entangled with an abuser. Pathological narcissist people are abusers. They are adult bullies. Bullies are abusers. They rule by force. We're talking about dictator energy. We're talking about colonizer energy at that low vibration. They were trying to break you at your core. Pathological narcissism, pathological narcissists, at their core, people operate via spiritual warfare. They try to break you at your core. And understand that if someone is attacking you at your core, is attacking your spirit, then everything else will be also attacked. Eventually your mind, you'll feel like you're losing your mind. They're trying to break your will to get you stuck with them, right? They're emotionally abusing you. So your emotions are all over the place, right? Sometimes this could involve physical abuse, sexual abuse, etc. They're trying to break you at your core. Do not be deceived. Do not be gaslit into going back to your abuser. They are abusers. Abusers do not have love to give.